Na kérem! Szervusztok, sziasztok, vagyunk és néha játszunk. És azt kell, hogy mondjam gyerekek, hogy hideg van. Bekijött tényleg a tél. Na jó van. Oké, és akkor beszélgessünk ezekkel a dolgokról itt. Jó, egy kis codex compiling van, kérem. Magic export.
I think we can call that as close as we're going to get. Good news, Eric. It's likely your caravan.
You're sure?
Oké. Ez a titkos karaván felkutatása, amivel ugye foglalkoztunk, és végül most jutották olyan, hogy a sztoriban tovább mentünk. Megjelenik előbb a mellékküldetés, amit még nem tudok elérni akkor, amíg a főküldetésben nem tudok el az adott pontig mármint teljesíteni. Na jó, furi.
And the Axel had several older drovers who told stories of caravans that lost control of their beasts in the panic. More than a few, sadly, pitched their entire caravan into the newly formed fissure in the lower city.
The runners would have recovered anything that important years ago were it still by the gate.
Suggesting the scribes might have gone over the edge. Bryn, I hate to...
I can take a look. Absolutely.
Just be careful.
Jó, megkeressünk majd ezt az elveszett karavánt. Úgyis az lesz. Oké. Itt nála voltunk. Tolkoljunk.
Bothering me about the loom gates.
You're going to ask how I got to your camp without connecting you to Cassidon's.
Yes. I've been reconnecting all the gates as I discover them.
We developed a way to move through the gates without a permanent connection. When Asylum activated, it severed every loom gate, cut off the Surgeborn, which gave us a huge... But the scouts needed to move around without opening paths for them. So, the High Enchanter did their thing.
Is that why the hold's still cut off from the other gates?
It took a lot to convince the Council to even allow a connection here. My teams have started to deploy with the recovered gear from the Institute, like a pebble starting a rock slide. Each team's able to clear more, recover more, and with that gear, we send more teams. Only downside is that the Eyes got us on a priority hunt for some really esoteric resource. True to form, he won't tell us why. Just, you'll be informed of the purpose when the time is correct, Eric.
From what I've gathered, your teams were wearing their gear thin. Outfitting them seems more important.
It's bigger than that. There's infrastructure breaking down all around the hold. If the people can't eat, soon enough there won't be anything left to defend. Not that the Eye will care. He'll make sure he has a full plate to the end. Regardless, we'll do the best we can. And thanks to you, we've got a fighting chance now.
Na, mennyi dumálhat neki van ennek?
Ever told you you're a
Miért nem nyomja le
genuine
egyszerre?
present?
Thanks. What brought that on?
Jó, persze, biztos mások triggerelik ki.
Oria told me the story about you joining
Sztoriban
the
úgy
band.
látom haladtunk annyi.
Sounds like your last one was awful, but you stuck.
In comparison, joining Oria's group was like that first nice day after a brutal winter.
That's probably more relatable if I grew up in a mountain pass, huh?
No feeling like it. Temperatures that would have felt awful in autumn feel like a... And there's this endless, soft, watery trickle of everything melting.
Sounds incredible. Think you'll go back?
I have to. My mum and I did not part on the best terms. And while we've made up in letters, I owe her the biggest hug. And I want my dad to see how far I've come. Don't think he expected me to take up the sword, but he's always been supportive.
Maybe I could tag along. I feel like I've been denied something being literally stuck in here.
I don't know how comfortable I'd be sneaking the head of the scouts out of the Enclave. I know it's got to be tempting to leave that duty, but these people do need you.
Yeah, that's the truth. Oh well. Maybe someday I'll go traveling. If we ever get the veil down, that is. This...
Nálam nincs új info, vele beszéljünk akkor. Craftoljunk. Oké, ezt a rezonét modulátort, ezt így. De bármi lehet ezek szerint. Ez legalább jól néz ki.
This looks right. I guess I'll find out when I take it to the harness. Ugh. Those surge-borne parts really didn't do much for the smell of this thing.
Egy ilyet le kell győzzünk, tartok tőle. Azokkal meg vagyunk. Figyeljük meg. Nem örülök neki, mert nem szerettem. De kell tőle. Sztorihoz szerint kell tőle valami. Hogy meg tudjuk építeni, ugye ott, amit nem tudtunk kikraftolni. Most sztorihoz tartozó elem. Ott jön, ott gyalogol. Őt azért nem szeretjük. Mert valahogy le kell égetni róla ugye a sáját, a szőrét a tetejéről, és ez olyan furán nehezen megtehető volt. Anyád. Na. Jaj. Te nem hagyod magad. Várjál, ide le kell jönnöm. Aj! Akkor is az álla alattit is le akarom csapni. Na, de mi váltottunk át? Oké. Most lecsaptuk, jó. Hoppá! Le kell, igen. Na most valahol itt van. Ott van. Lefejelt, lefejelt, lefejelt. Húzzuk ki. Nézd már! Akkor most őt legyőztük, úgyhogy most átmegyünk. Igen. Megyünk az alsóvárosba. A karavánt megkeresni. Rész. Akkor azt ott lentihez ugrunk. És mesterlövész repked itt. De szerencsére őt meg kinyírtuk, úgyhogy elégszer megszereztük tőle azt, amit meg kellett, és szükség volt rá. Úgyhogy én annyira nem ragaszkodom. Hopp! Még nem ugrott. Csak úgy mondom.
Should be close to where the Scry caravan might have gone over the edge.
I'll have a look.
Mász már föl!
I've got you.
Ne! Hogy ide raktad. Tök dolog volt, csak úgy mondom. Oda lentre mi van? Ó. Nem is jöttünk olyan rossz irányba.
Good news, Aaron.
I can see. That's quite possibly our lost Scries.
Will you be able to retrieve it?
Now that we've identified it, yes.
Úgy tűnik. Nincs kedvem itt visszamászni, figyelj! Úgyis táborba akartunk innen menni.
I can't believe we actually did it. It's been a pleasure working with your band. If we could match the drive and efficiency you all show, this place would be fixed in months.
You've been a support since we met, Arakim. I'm happy to work with you, especially if it helps us recover lost treasures.
We make a good team, Bryn. I'll get the runners on hauling that crate up and let you know when I know more.
You never talk about your family, Sola.
I don't have much family to talk about anymore. They all passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was a long time ago.
Följebb ugrott. Craftoljuk le ezt, annak ott van benne. Ide meg kvázi bármit belerakhatunk. Úgy látom. Az bőven elegendő.
Sev is repairing a loom gate.
Ahhoz, hogy rendbe rakjuk, nem kell a drága cuccost használni.
Wait, really?
Doesn't it look familiar? Just like that seal we used to repair the loom gate in Glintwood Hollow.
I guess so. Though that one didn't need me to take out a glass tail. I was a little green for that when we first arrived.
We all knew you had what it takes. Sev certainly believed in you, just like I'm choosing to believe in him.
Hello, hello. We're fixing loom gates, are we?
What? Wait. Who told you?
You just did. But it was an educated guess from what you designed. Is this what the eye has you working on?
You know I can't say. And honestly, I don't really know more than beyond the fact that there's a broken gate. I could do better work if I knew more, of course, but sometimes we have to fix things in the dark. Just the way of it.
My dad would tell you that's a great way to lose a hand.
You're just not seeing the whole picture. I'm sorry. I don't see it all either, but I've decided to trust that the head of the Enclave does.
I get it, big guy. Still, if he tells you more, just let us know if it's anything dangerous, okay?
Of course. Your note of caution when I asked for your help has been sticking with me. Was I too quick to trust? So I'm keeping my eye on the... If things get dangerous, you'll be the first to know.
Sev.
Ugrálunk egyiktől a
What
másikig.
are we going to do?
De szóval a titokban ott egy ilyen lungét helyrehoz talán ügyködött.
You know him better than me.
A kis
Can we trust
szemecskével, nem jó fejcsávóval a másik csapatból.
I hope so. But it's pretty obvious Sev is being pressured by the Eye due to their Norian connection. And I do not trust him. Anyway, what did you learn from helping Sev?
He's either constructing or repairing something that requires exotic materials.
As I said, it reminded me of how he fixed the gate in the Hollow. I would wager the Eye heard about our exploits.
Could be.
He's a clever one, our Ram. There's really only one thing for it.
Direct confrontation.
We're going to let him know we care. Then we're going to let him sit with it. Wait for me in the hold. We'll talk to him there. Away from the others. So he doesn't feel like we're ganging up on him.
Teams are already working on the recovery of that chest you found.
Think we'll get lucky and it'll be the Scries?
I'm allowing myself a glimmer of hope. All the research we did says it's possible.
I've been reading over those caravan logs you brought in when helping Arik.
A little light reading before bed?
They do help me sleep. You know how important that is. The Enclave had 3 secrets to their trade success. These logs are good insight into how they leveraged that.
And you would very much like to tell me about how they did it.
Yes, I do want to tell someone. So brace yourself. So, the 3 keys to their success, right? The first was no wars. The Enclave never fought. Instead, they made it clear with loom gates and the arcs that messing with them was tactically doomed.
So they could trade with everyone, even 2 nations at war with one another.
That was their second key. Unique products. The Enclave was the only place producing their enchantments. Try to declare a trade sanction against them for trading with your foe, and suddenly your foe has an edge you just lost.
That's a deft bit of maneuvering.
Their third key was having access to land and sea trade routes. Renland and Taza both relied on Enclave trade by land. Either one attempting to cut off caravans would provoke a response, and the Enclave's north was unassailable by sea. That's why they built Cassidon's Hold.
Sharing trade knowledge is your happy place, isn't it, Kaz?
Oh yes. And do you know there's another place that's got 2 of these 3 advantages?
Where?
Your home, Calnhaven.
We don't have access to sea trade. And I wouldn't say we're at peace either. But you're thinking of our steel.
Best in the Maida. And you're the only people who know how to make it. Not only that, but while the Empire would love to put you back under their heel, they can't, can they?
No. Because we've started trading with other nations like Renland who wouldn't want to lose access.
That's peace.
So all we need is a port and we could be Enclave the Second?
Pretty much. I'm sure your leaders...
The Adelrad.
Right. Are aware of that.
If we ever get out of here, I'll talk to my mother about this. Show her life on the roads helped me learn some things.
We'll get out. And when we do, you can say a big hello from us all.
Menjünk körül ide a többiekhez, és itt találkozzunk.
You know, our lawkeeper would love to meet with some of the populace. They could record some oral histories. There must be thousands of stories of surviving the surge.
I'm sure your band is curious about our Hearthsiders, but that's out of the question.
Can I ask why?
Eyes orders. Your Weaver band is to be kept isolated from the populace. He believes that your presence would be disruptive to everyday life. I don't agree entirely, but you must understand this is a precarious situation. Even the scouts are isolated. Word from outside Cassidon's has caused panic in the past.
Shame. But I understand.
Hello, Sebastian.
Sola. Rin.
Hey. Listen.
Shh.
You're good. Just listen for a second. We know the Eye has you working on some project. We know you two have some kind of connection, and we want you to know it's okay.
Sola's right, big guy.
Mondjuk neki megbízhat
or
bennünk.
if something's
Mindig
happening you're
megfolyjuk.
comfortable with,
Gondolkodtam, hogy az hogy tudjuk, hogy ki akar lépni, de
we
ez
came in
kemény
here as a
lett
team,
volna.
and
Próbáljuk meg
nothing's
szép
going to
szóval.
change that.
Exactly. Anytime you need to talk, apprentice of mine, you know where we are. And you'll know when it's time. We'll see you at camp.
Yes.
Things between my father and I are maybe not improving, but shifting. He apologized for not taking my work seriously, and it seemed genuine this time.
Did he apologize for all the lying?
He's trying to make amends for that, in his own way. He's even brought me onto an enchanting project he's been working on. It's hard. Part of me wants the relationship we used to have back. A bigger part of me knows it's gone, for good.
You're probably right that you can't go back. But if he loves you enough to atone, maybe there's a path for the two of you.
I know I need to keep my guard up for now. But truthfully, I want that more than anything.
Akkor visszamegyünk a táborba. Na, azt mondta, hogy csöndben, nyugodtan.
How are you feeling about our talk with Sev?
Surprisingly good. If there's one thing I know, it's when people are really listening. And that young man knows how to listen. He'll do what's right.
I heard you and Sola confronted Sev in the hold. Everything,
Sola did most of the talking. Handled it well. And then she used his full name to make her point.
oof. Well, whatever's happening, it's got the eye excited. He's been moving supplies to the Grand Gate, and Sev's been seen down there too. It's a loom gate large enough for the Great Arcs. I'm still not sure why. He's seconded some enchanters and crafters and sworn them to secrecy. They basically live in a camp down there.
Might be trying to repair it. Sev has a knack for understanding how to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, but why? It bothers me. No one seems to know except the Eye.
Ever since we learned of the verdant mines, I haven't been able to stop thinking about them. They were clearly well-resourced in regards to both labor power and knowledge, and they had an extremely intimate knowledge of the Enclave's technology. But do you know who was around to see their rise and fall, but hasn't spoken a word about it?
Cassidon's hold's biggest ass?
The very same. I just think it's interesting how he's kept quiet about it.
I don't expect much from him.
I don't know if he was involved with the events surrounding the Verdant Mind's attempt to take down the Veil, but he certainly bore witness.
So what are you thinking?
I'd like to send you out on a fact-finding mission for now. Meanwhile, I'll pore over my existing research for clues.
Gotcha. I'll be back when I found everything you're after.
Thanks, Bryn.
Akkor még mindig nem megyünk tovább. Mert lower, meg a dredge-be. Beavers, meg a Three Sisters résznél. Tolbusabb hátsót, kezdjünk, megtaláljuk ezeket a lapokat, ezeket az infókat. Hát ha. Várja, itt most nézem, itt húzkodik velünk. Ja.
It's a report blaming the Verdant Mines for an explosion near the Veil. Supposedly, this explosion was the cause of the cyclical miasma floods. But we know that the floods were caused by Asylum. This doesn't add up. Here's something. Let's see. It seems
Jobb. És
to
akkor
be
nekünk
information on Lucia's various projects.
marad.
There are a
Következő, még
lot
középen
of
vagyunk.
redactions here. Seems like someone was
Azért a
trying
következő helyszínre megyünk. Mint hogy a másik Loomgate-et próbáljuk meglátogatni. Az itt meg le akar nekünk. Elég jártunk erre. Hát az nem szép, hogy ide bentre raktad.
I'll need to get these back to Lane. Let's see what we've got here. These all seem to be speeches that the eye delivered. These are dated 40 years ago, but I could still imagine him saying all of these things today.
Ne gyorsan visszamegyünk. És akkor ezt megvitatjuk vele. Mind a 4 papírlapot beszereztük.
So what did we find out? What's wrong?
This isn't what I expected at all. I think you need to read...
Well, sure, but... all right. This is one of Lucia's journals, right?
Yes.
I washed my hands of it, but they pressed onwards. He was fully aware of what I taught them, of course. What I'd taken from the Institute. And so, he let it happen. He knew they were going to try to pierce the veil, and now dozens are dead. He knew Vile. Broke bread with them. But when they and the rest of the Verdant Minds went off to die, Kenrick just...
And now read this. A transcript of one of his speeches, delivered around the same time that journal entry was written.
We will root out these dissenter vermin at all levels of administration. Their ideology has claimed too many lives to be allowed to breathe. In the meantime, to ensure peace and prosperity, martial law is in effect across remaining settlements. So he let the explosion happen and used it for his own political gain. Wow. He's a real piece of work.
He didn't exactly engineer. He sat back and allowed the Verdant Minds to try breaking through the veil. Then they unintentionally triggered a huge explosion, conveniently wiping themselves out in the process. And just like that, the Eye had a scapegoat on whom to blame the cyclical miasma floods. He used panic and fear to secure himself a spot as provisional leader. But everyone eventually forgot that provisional bit. I genuinely didn't expect this at all. I thought I'd find out that he'd just been mildly conniving all his life, not this.
So, what do
We need to confront...
Wait, what?
Yes. I'll present him with our...
I'm open to the idea. But
I'm confident in my powers of persuasion. I may be young, but a lifetime spent orbiting the seats of power... Well, let's just...
well, I trust your judgment.
Excellent. I'll finish writing this dossier, and I'll meet you in Cassidon's Hold.
It's not you who I'm lacking faith in. Anyway...
I won't be long. Anyone else know?
Akkor a faszival konfrontálódnunk kell. Nagyon úgy tűnik. Oda úgyis be kell mennünk. És ott, ha őt le tudnánk győzni, az a baj, hogy nagyon gyorsan regenerálja a jégpajzsait, ja.
Why do I feel as if I'm about to have my time wasted?
Please allow me to present my research. I promise it won't take but a moment. I've compiled a dossier concerning an event that occurred in the Enclave around 35...
And what event would that be, pray tell?
The attempt to pierce the veil. I can only assume you were familiar with the Verdant Minds.
The name rings a bell. That's been decades, as you said.
They were the subject of many of your speeches. It's interesting that your memory on the subject is hazy.
You'll forgive me for not remembering the exact wording or subject of any of the hundreds of speeches I've delivered throughout my career.
That's not a problem. I can summarize my findings. Firstly, our evidence suggests, with a high level of confidence, that you were aware of the Verdant Mind's plans to pierce the veil. Secondly, in support of that assertion, you gained this knowledge through your close relationship with the enchantress known as Lucia.
I never knew any enchantress by that name.
That's odd, since you seem to have been a recurring character in her personal journal. Though, truth be told, she didn't seem particularly fond of you in the later entries. So, back to the attempt to pierce the veil. You knew...
I knew that it would go poorly.
You knew?
Of course I did. But what does it matter?
You could have stopped it.
But I didn't. Pray tell, Lawkeeper, what goal did you hold in your mind as you traveled here?
I wanted to learn the truth about the past, to uncover what had been hidden.
Lane Free Selectus. That's who you are, yes?
That's correct. Though, I'm not sure how... never mind. But my research...
House Lectus of Udea. It's no wonder you felt the need to make something of yourself. Well, today will not be that day. Nor, I believe, will any.
Valamit tud a csaj múltjáról. És ezt most ellene használja.
I won't waste my breath debating a jumped-up little snot from a house so consumed by cupidity that it can't even keep its hearths lit. Once a failure of a house, always a failure of a house. And it shows in your insipid rag parading as research.
Did you just call me a jumped-up little snot?
No, I didn't. You must have misheard me.
Ha pedig annak
Will
hívtad.
that be all from you? I have other matters to attend to.
Skies! That is enough. Lane deserves better than this disrespect.
You dare to speak of respect? You, who broke into our home, who undid asylum, who attempts to destroy decades of societal progress.
Igen, én.
I'm trying to help rebuild
Ki
the
más
enclave,
kívül? Attól még
not
mindenkinek
destroy it.
megéletik. Ja.
Self-important jerks like you aren't helping.
I have single-handedly held back the
Mindenkit
tide of
megélet a normális
oblivion. I'm
beszéd.
not selfish.
Nem a csaj, tehát az, hogy a háza
I'm a damned hero.
valami elbukott, az meg.
You and your lackey will remove yourselves from my presence, or I'll call the guards.
Ha hívjad!
Thanks, but it's not worth it.
Skies above. I was worried this would happen.
Hívjad csak. Lecsapom mindet. Szegény csaj. Ezek ilyenkor nem mondasz semmit apádról.
Did I make it worse?
No. No, not at all. Not for a moment. You were very kind and strong and supportive and it reminded me of why I left.
Home.
Everything back there was all about your house. Your actions or intent never mattered. And when I tried to forge a different path in life, the knives came out. I had no real choice but to leave. I thought I had left it all in my past, but now, here we are.
I'm really sorry, Lane. It must be hard to be reminded of that. Do you want to talk about it?
I think I need a little while to consider my next move. Maybe a long while.
That's all right. I'll be here when you need me.
Thanks, Bryn.
How did he know? Lane, are you all right?
I'm just... I never told you, or anyone else, my full name. Not because I didn't want you to know, or because I thought you'd judge me, just that I'm allowed to hold information back.
And the eye threw it at you like he'd known you your whole life.
Yes, and he accurately described the state of my house, too. Which is not a secret, particularly, but...
I wonder how he knew.
That's the very question that's been torturing me. As far as I know, we're the only people to ever make it through the veil.
Tudta a teljes
And I
nevet.
was
Ez
most
a
certainly
nagy
born
kérdés,
after it was
jogos kérdés.
raised. There's no other way for
Kicsi mindent
information
tud.
or news to make it through.
Before you ask, it wasn't me who told him.
But that raises the question, doesn't it? Who among us betrayed our trust? And how do they even know in the first place?
To be honest with you, I don't love the idea that we've got someone in our midst sharing information. I can't think of anyone in our camp who might intentionally hurt. When we find out who did this, I think you're owed an apology.
Yes, I suppose we'll need to keep our eyes open. Stay vigilant. I took a break from work earlier to watch you on the scribe. The way you take down those giant beasts, it's poetry in motion, even. If you weren't already journaling your exploits,
I don't get to see myself from the outside very often.
Alas,
I want to see what I look like when I'm exploring places that have...
even without pictorial aids, you look brave, confident, powerful, ready for it.
You had those adjectives ready to roll. Been watching me a lot.
Yes, it's what naturally came to mind, promise. Words are more my specialty, as I said.
Ahogy is ide megyünk. Ha basszus, de ez mi az más? De jött a lenti részről kell. Hát próbáljuk meg majd leegyezni megint, ezzel még egyel növeljük. De most úgy kell egyeznünk, hogy...
I suppose if anywhere we're going to be too full of magic, it would be this place.
A lot of the records
meg
were
is
lost,
szerezzük tőle.
but we know the real innovation happened down here.
And the Enclave's innovations took a lot of magic.
Hogy menekülünk? Na. Jaj! Ez lepottyanós volt. Hoppá, ez még itt van. Aha, előkerült itt. Figyelj, ezt itt le kell csapdosni. Azért kellett csapdosni, mert szerintem nagyon útban lesz, hogyha... Ha én a nagyja próbálok küzdeni. Nem. De nézd meg, már most tele van. Lángol az egész ember, de nyomja már vissza azért.
Strand from that kill.
No, too weak. The only way to strengthen a power is through active harvest.
Rányomtuk, de nincs lélek. Na mindegy. De olyan gyorsan visszaszerzi basszus a pajzsát, hogy nem tudom milyen jó taktika. A jégpajzsa itt rettentő gyorsan. Az legelőbb bújtál, az előbb nem mertél itt bejönni. Ó, itt van egy. Hol van a láthatott lámpa? Vadálkodunk. Olvasztunk. Basszus, fel az emeletre. Hogy mik vannak? Még sikerült volna lejönni. Akkor marhára nem érte meg a... Jó, hát némi erőforrás szereztünk azért a... Várj, így lehet, hogy ez rögtön legelején. Ott, ami a bejáratnál van, és ott kellene eljátszanunk.
did something? I should go check with the axle that it worked. Hope I'm not interrupting anything with her.
Hát jobb. Hát jobb. Hát jó, hát jó, hát jó. A nyomi jégóriás kihagyható lett volna. Menjünk a madárhoz konzultálni, de azt csak innen lehet elérni. És hogy egészségben, de nem baj.
So the curves of the metal suggest... I definitely think an enchanter had a hand in this, as well as someone with intimate knowledge of the loom gates.
Those two people could possibly be one person even, though I can't fathom who it would be.
Keeping yourselves busy, I see?
It's a conundrum for the ages, that's for sure.
Ah, Bryn, you're back.
You've done amazing work with the resonance modulator. I'm certain this will be a...
Thanks. But how...
The loom gate started glowing a strange color.
Spoiled the surprise.
I'm sure the Surgeborn will be plenty surprised when they next try to use the loom gates.
Suffice to say, we're thrilled, Bryn. In a short time, you've done a lot to help us. We were, obviously, a little hesitant to trust newcomers.
Our first impression wasn't the best.
But now, we're in a much better situation when it comes to survival.
Happy to have helped. Without you two trusting me, I couldn't have achieved half as much. So, thank you for letting me in. I'm glad to have gotten to know both of you.
It's been my pleasure, Bryn.
Likewise.
So, let's recap for a moment. 1. We've stopped Surgeborn from 2. We've made huge leaps forward in regaining control. 3. We've armed and supplied the scouts.
It certainly doesn't cast our last decade of work in a forgiving light, does it?
Listen, you've been surviving this crisis for a long time the only way you knew how. But now you have a path to move forward. Your people can choose to follow it, or dwell on past mistakes. Are we ready to face this threat head-on together?
Yes. You're right. Of course you are. We're at the point, resource-wise, where we can start making moves.
I don't really want to speak to my father right now. But I agree that it's time we put pressure on him to do something. Anything. Regardless of what he does. You've earned our support, Bryn. But first, I'd actually like to steal Hirun for a while, if you don't mind. I have some notes to go over with her.
By all means. Have...
I suppose I'll just get right to it. Why do you treat me differently?
What do you mean?
Everyone else gets the stern you. The you who's in charge. The Axel, but I get the friendly face, the compliance, this... you who I don't understand. Is it because of my dad? Because everyone answers to him? Are you trying to get close to him? I can't handle it, Haroon. I need to know that I'm not just being manipulated by everyone around me.
It's not because of that.
Then... what is it?
I spend time around you because I want to. To see you, to speak with you, to work alongside you. To see the look in your eyes when you solve a problem. Skies, I shouldn't... None of this is... If we could find somewhere else, beyond the gaze of the hold...
Haroon, take my hand, and we'll go. I have a place in mind. I didn't see it before, but I think I would
Ez
like to
most
tell
egy
you of the
szerelmi
ways
vallomás, hogy gyerekek?
you are important to
A
me.
madár a csaj iránt? Vagy csak egy rajongás? Vagy...
Stanfield, is now a good time to...
Let me guess. You've come to ask me to apologize to your naive...
No.
No. Isn't that what self-proclaimed heroes do? Demand justice for your friend?
I would never ask Lane to waste their energy on a conversation with you again. Do I think how you spoke to them was a disgusting, brutish display? Absolutely. But justice doesn't come with an apology from you, does it?
They attacked my legacy. I merely put them in their place.
Exactly. Without remorse, an apology would just be posturing. No. Justice is served in the way Lane still chooses kindness every day, despite people like you trying to tear them down.
Their research tore me.
Justice is served in the way Lane gets to continue living as their wonderful, talented self. Whereas you have to keep living as yourself. As someone who is clearly in so much pain
Ja,
over
bár
his own
neki.
existence, he needs to make other people feel small.
By the flames. Save your idealistic speeches for someone who cares.
So we agree. There is no need for you to ever speak to or about Lane again.
Our preferences align, then. Congratulations on successfully recalibrating the loom gates. It's an impressive achievement, considering your thimble broke the harness and prevented us from resetting the loom gate connections. Helping with this initiative was the least you could do for us.
It's amazing what happens when we pool our resources.
Normally, I would impose sanctions on the Axle for inviting an outsider to access the harness. A rather grave breach of protocol, if I'm being honest. But thankfully for her, this aligns with our upcoming security efforts.
And what efforts would those be?
Confidential, I'm afraid.
Upgrade-elhetjük a
Oh, Bryn?
kis táborunkat.
Obvious.
Vissza is megyünk. Hogy megtervezzük a következő lépést? Ugye ez a feladat?
What's going on?
Arik, why don't you fill her in?
Our plan worked. The Eye is mobilizing the scouts for a large-scale attack on the Surgeborn.
I take it the Axle and the Spindle put him up to this?
Yes. Not that Khan Stanild is admitting that. He claims that with the supply shortage taken care of and the Ark restoration underway, and Bryn is receiving due credit for all her work, I'm sure. No.
So what's his plan?
The scouts will stage a distraction in the underworks, while the Eye and the Spindle do something to the Grand Gate. That's all I know. The Eye wants everyone to convene at Cassidon's Hold for a speech to learn more.
He wants us there.
Khan Stanild loves an audience. Doesn't matter who's in it.
I thought you'd be happier about all this.
I have reservations about the Eye launching a plan using my scouts without consulting me.
The reality is, the leader of the Enclave has the power and influence we need to take a stand against the Surgeborn, regardless of how likable the man holding the title may be.
Power and influence, sure, but not the expertise.
Ori is right. Whatever flaws the Eye has, he is ultimately doing what we've wanted him to do. If he wants to atone, we should give him that opportunity, even when it pains us.
It can't hurt to hear his big speech before jumping to conclusions.
I'm here to escort you. Talk to me when you're ready.
Jó, ez egy 100-as. Na várj, ezt így lenyomjuk. Akkor az őt leupgrade-eljük. Ez valószínűleg a max szint akkor. Itt majd mehetünk aztán fegyvereket upgrade-elni. Egy 175 meg 175. Aha. Az 200, 275, 200, 350. Na! Tehát össze kellene gyűjtenünk, kérem szépen. 350-et. Visszük az olcsót. Több is lett belőle. De nem baj, nem figyeltem, hogy a fából rengetegen van. Jó, 10 kerül safety-be. 5-ös szintre lehet, max level. És akkor itt is elérjük. Ó, micsoda kis sátra lehet, figyeld már, ez eddig nem volt szerintem én sátorot. Ezzel akkor a löttyeink is megnőttek, tehát 5 jó kis löttyink lett. Jó, mindenkinek a sátra az most akkor nekünk 3-as szintű. És azért, hogy maxra 20-ra azért nem jár. Nem jár az öregnek semmi. Alkotunk egy kicsit újra. Mindenhol. Ezen szinte már 17 darab kell bele. Ez nekem fáj. Ezt faszán kiléptem annélkül, hogy jóvá hagytam volna, amit akartam. Többől nincs 17. Azért megkérik az árat ezeknek a szaroknak. Csókolom, már megint rosszat.
Not as protective, but great against the elements. It's going to look great. Fit for a point. Good balance of protection and mobility.
Nem figyeltünk vagy bizony kell, majd ha upgrade-elni akarok, akkor...
Fit for a point.
Akkor szükségessé válik. Ah! És ahhoz... Igen, mert hogy az 17 darab kell.
Nice to work on something a little lighter every once in a while.
Ez azt mondja, 4-et be fogja rakni, csak újra nem fogunk tudni nézni. Upgrade-et nem fogunk rajta tudni. Így.
You've stirred up quite a...
Oh?
I've just read the brief from the last council meeting. The Eye is facing united opposition. Everyone's calling for him to make a move against the Surgeborn. Keep your weapons close, Bryn. Ready to head to Cassidan's Hold?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Great. Hey, I'll be deploying to the Underworks almost immediately after we arrive. Watch Khan Stanold for me, will you? I know Oriel wants you to give him a chance, but he can't be trusted.
I'm always ready for anything.
I know.
Decades of caution have been rewarded, friends. For this moment, and not one sooner, is the precise time to strike. Today, we wrangle our lands free from the Surgeborn's grasp and reclaim our hearth once more. Whatever it takes. None of this could be possible without the esteemed prowess of the Spindle. Her work on the Arks has laid the foundation for my plan. She and I will proceed to the Grand Gate at once. Scouts, you have your orders. It's time. Whatever it takes.
Bryn, you need to come with me.
Now?
Yeah, no time to explain. And Aurea, you should get on the scry.
All right. Whatever you need.
Let's go. Sev, I know you said there's no time to explain, but want to give me a clue as to where we're going?
So, obviously I've been working with the Eye. And well, he had me repair the Grand Gate. It's connected to this place called the Source. And, I guess that's where the Surgeborn came from. He's got this plan to go there and solve this problem once and for all.
Right. I heard that part of his speech already. What does this have to do with us sprinting like an Ash Peak Drake is on our heels?
So there's, it's better if I just show you.
Perfect. As punctual as you are daring.
Sev, what's going on?
I don't know.
Oh, don't blame him. He's merely a puppet. Ironic, given I'm the one tangled up.
So you can talk?
Of course. Only language could allow me to prey upon Kenrick's exquisite...
You've been talking to the Eye? Manipulating him?
Into a foolhardy and preposterous plan that only an absolute imbecile could think was worth pursuing, yes. I've been down here for years, laying groundwork and learning what I could about your people. All towards a moment when I could convince Kenrick to act. I almost despaired he ever would. And then, along comes you.
Me?
Oh, yes. Kenrick is threatened by you. Terrified, even. In your brief time inside the Veil, you've accomplished so much more than he has in decades. Not that that's saying much. Still, you are the perfect catalyst for change. We have that in common, as you will discover in time. So now, he's going to open a gate to the heart of the Enclave, convinced he can recover it from us. And the one person I worry might be able to stop us is here, talking to me. You're fast, but even you can't run to the rescue now.
You've thought of everything. Except, why tell me all this?
Because you're too late to stop us.
Ja, mint minden gondolsz, mamma, tókesélj meg elég engem. Báj, de hehehe, elmondok mindent.
Sure. Unless they were listening.
Quit taunting it, Bryn. You've got work to do.
Hát nem erre számított, attól tartok.
Isla, we must retreat.
No! I'm staying to fix this. Do whatever you can to buy me time.
Mondhatok, na ezen is meg kell találnunk a gyenge pontokat. Ajaj. Az ott egy nagy kard.
Bryn is seriously about to fight that thing.
The spindle told her to buy time.
Let's hope Isla doesn't take too long.
Vajon tudunk rá mászni? Nem tudunk rá mászni.
Get the shield up to block.
Hopp. Mászunk fel a kezen akkor. Azt hiszem meg tudom csapkodni, hogyha... Na!
Your kinetic magic can redirect those projectiles.
Nem igaz, hogy megint lecsúsztam.
Keep going, Bryn! I need more time!
Vigyázzon rá! Sűrű le akarsz engem rázni. Nem jutok el oda, hogy csapkodjam itt a kezdét.
Freeze the gaseous parts of its body solid to climb on or damage it.
Hiába ütöm kézzel, az nem? Az nem ért olyan sokat.
She can't be. No.
What? What's she doing to you?
Hopefully not what I think she is.
Freeze the gaseous parts of its body solid to climb on or damage it.
Francba már! Beindítja ezt a valamit. Tehát sikerült addig kihúznunk. Wow, ez olyan olyan jeges. Na ne. Ugye? Vissza is rakja a jéget hozzá újra. Az felelős és kemény szokott lenni. Oh. Hát ezt visszaküldte. A csajnak annyi. Ez egy csúnya ellenfél volt, azt kell, hogy mondjam. Nem jól lehetett rám felmászni, mert lentről birizgálva volt. Csak a fegyverén keresztül, aztán olyan sűrű rázta.
Okay. Weavers have always dealt with problems like this. Well, not just like this, but yeah. We'll figure it out. Oria, she'll know what to do.
Nekik van mondani valójuk.
Hey, Eric. I'm so sorry for your loss. How are you holding up after everything?
Thank you, but I don't think you want the real answer to that question.
I can't imagine what you're dealing with. Just know we stand ready to assist in any way we can.
Yeah, that's for the best. I've been dealing with casualty reports for days. And through it all, I keep thinking that it could have been so much worse. Imagine if Sev hadn't raised his warning. Or if you hadn't piled headfirst into the fight. We owe your band a lot, Bryn. Remember when we were talking about the eye mobilizing? You said he's doing what we wanted, right?
I did. In retrospect, maybe a bad call.
No, it wasn't. We were playing a game, applying pressure. He responded. Poorly, of course. And even though it went terribly, we get to pick up the pieces now. Not some incompetent bureaucrat.
Bryn, I cannot fathom how you must have felt in that fight against the Surgeborn.
As strange as it is to say, I had the easy part.
Yes. The tragedy about Isla. So much talent lost. Wasted, even.
Mi van ellenőrzésem egy dolgoknak, itt még nincs vége.
The bar I'd set for my expectations of him was low. Subterranean. You would have to plumb tremendous depths to even glimpse it. And yet, I never would have expected him to stoop quite so low as he did at the Grand Gate.
Hey, Lane. How are you holding up?
Oh, fine. And you? Are you recovering from your latest near-death experience? We were all rather worried about you.
Thanks for the concern. A little sore today, but no lasting injuries.
Good. Good.
Are you sure you're fine?
Yes. Just ruminating on the numerous disastrous failures that led to this. Not by us, but...
We'd all love to predict the future. But smart as you are, even you can't do that.
Isla would still be here if I could.
I know. She saved us all.
Scholars rarely agree on much. But if there's one philosophy many of us share, it's that we must understand our past to build better futures. Maybe I couldn't have prevented this tragedy, but I can't help but mine the past for clues of what was to come. If only to stop it from ever happening again.
I know you're not one to shy away from a fight, but you should have known better than to go toe-to-toe with that thing.
Casmin, I'm all right.
That's not the point, Bryn. I was really scared.
I know.
You're okay. That's what matters. Sorry, I just felt myself going back to a dark place.
I understand. I'm here, though. Safe and sound like everyone else.
You're right. We're all here. That's what matters. Just do me a favor and rest before you go after that thing again. You don't like to leave anything unfinished.
For your sake, and mine, I'll rest first.
Hey.
Na, nézzük az utóhatást.
Hey.
How do you feel?
Okay now, but it was touch and go for a while. Lane will probably never forgive me. For that matter, I might not either.
I knew that fight. The spindle, giving her life like that. It'd be on your mind all night. And I've been mulling over what to tell you this morning. I had a speech planned, but you don't need a speech. You're like me. It'd ring false. So I'm going to tell you what I'd need to hear after something like that. You did good. It was an awful situation, but you stood up and did what needed to be done without hesitating. Not many people have that kind of grit.
You're right. I think that was what I needed to hear. Thanks, Aurea.
You deserve it. You've come so far in here. We've all had to adapt. But you more than anyone. Look. I know you, Bryn. You're made of stern stuff. You've the mountains in your bones. Any sense of doubt or being shaken is just snowfall.
That was the part you practiced, right?
Yes. But that doesn't make it less true.
Okay. Okay. Thoughts on what we do next? We obviously need to deal with that beast.
We need to get everyone together. Our band, Arakim too. And I want you to call the meeting.
Me?
Yes.
Do you know what's amazing?
Tell me.
Digging into the past and salvaging relics that change your understanding of everything we do. Maybe this is old hat for you, because you've been free to do it for so long.
I haven't been doing it that long, but I can't imagine it will ever get old.
Well, good. So, our relics of the day are those scries we recovered, which work very much like yours, which demolishes my original bet on ours having been affected by this surge somehow. My best guess now is that they're working so well because they were packed up so tight. I floated the idea with Dharm and he was pretty into it. Want to join me in following up?
Oh, don't need me to do the asking this time?
No. I'm getting the hang of this.
It's good you're here, Bryn. We have a mystery to solve.
A scrynundrum. Ah, no, that doesn't work.
Scriddle?
Ah, damn it. That's so much better.
You two are fun. To business, though, what we need to really work on the scries is a new set of the tools
Do you not have them?
lost in our mad dash through the veil. I hadn't felt the urgent need to replace them just yet, but if we're to compare and contrast our three classes of scry, we'll need them.
We haven't needed these tools until now?
Like most Enclave enchantments, the scries are incredibly durable. I normally maintain ours every few months. We had more pressing matters at hand, until this mystery reared its head.
What exactly do these tools involve?
They are so very fiddly. Small optics for examining the casing, tiny enchanted ones to tug at the patterns that form the images and keep the sound clear. That sort of thing. Like tuning an instrument.
Could we not borrow some from Arek's people?
I tried. I would consider their tools insufficient to our needs.
He's saying they're bad.
I'm saying they're bad, but politely.
This is usually the part where I find myself wrestling a giant lizard or something. So you might as well just tell me now.
Bryn, you never fail to cut to the heart of the matter, but I have good tidings.
A flower?
Not quite. It's from a plant renowned for its magical sensitivity called Mirian's Bloom.
And the tricky part, Dom was telling me, is that it can't be moved via any kind of teleportation. No loom gates and such.
Indeed, and complicating matters, it withers very quickly once picked. Lane and I can stabilize it, but we'll need our workstations here to do so, which means...
I'm going to have to run.
Pretty much.
I'll just stretch extra.
Yes, in the swamp not too far from here, on the other side of the hollow.
Sounds like a plan.
Jó, akkor ezt a valamit, akkor ezt majd gyorsan beszerezzük. Most nézem, hogy itt lett egy második bejár. Jaj nem, itt
I'm
volt
going to let
kettő.
Arek
Jó,
power the
oké.
scry for your run with the bloom, Bryn.
Ez a mocsár.
Appreciate it, Oria.
You could use the practice.
Hogy elkerüljük. Nem akarok vele küzdeni. Maszkáljunk csak arra.
Here goes.
Good. Now move. We'll be ready.
Azt mondja, minden nemű mágikus utazást elkerülve próbáljunk meg visszajutni. Hát bízom benne, hogy ez azért a lungét nem számít mágikus utazásnak.
definitely a bit dry looking.
This is a challenging distance to cover. Just keep at it.
Good progress, Bryn. Smooth and steady.
Tényleg ide át lehetett így jönni. Úgyhogy vissza lehet gyalogolni. A kalomgét az mágikus utazásnak számít. És ha itt egyenesen átmegy.
Big push.
Hülye? Hogy? Gyere.
Danger of highly volatile magical flowers, I'm afraid. Thankfully, there will be more.
Nem használtam mágikus utazást. De... Csalás. Időre is menne a dolog. Hát akkor csináljam ki a futást, ezt jó van. Letoljam nagy évbe. Azt kerget, aki akar.
Here goes.
Good. Now move. We'll be ready.
Hát igyekezzünk, bár most ezt így a nagy harc közben nem figyeltem, hogy mi volt a gond. De nagyjából ez a nem is érdekel. Nyaljon sót mindenki. Akkor visszavittem.
She's got this.
Did we?
Yes. Oh, we're good. We'll get this over to Solar, Bryn. She'll be ready for you whenever.
Mr. Die. Ha már visszajöttünk, akkor beszélgessünk el apucival.
The Stanilds have been receiving the rite of ashes at the Hallowpire Rise for generations. That Hirun doesn't want to send a mourning party is an insult to her memory.
That's not fair. You know Khan Otame would love to give Isla...
Don't say her name.
All I'm saying is the Axel lost someone too. You don't need to make this harder on her.
And who, pray tell, is working to ease my pain? The answer is in the silence. No.
Jó, utólag könnyű rinyálni.
You're going to speak to the Talon?
I don't expect to get much out of it, but yes.
Be careful. Clearly the Talon was able to manipulate, and while I know you're not the idiot he is...
I just have to find out what I can. If the Talon has any insight that can help us.
It's a risk worth taking, I know. Just don't reveal anything.
You mentioned you were in charge.
So the council is larger than just the... As you heard, we convened, so he's been stripped of that. And by default, that means I'm in charge. Am I the eye? No. And nor do I particularly want to be right now. But when the time is right to hold elections, we'll do so. We need to break this cycle.
What cycle do you mean?
Council seats weren't permanent before the surge. That idea was Kenrick's, and it's clearly not worked out for us. So again, once we've solved this crisis, we'll chart a new path. Assuming we survive. After all, we could all be dead this time next week. Before you ask, the answer is maybe.
About the scries? You know?
Of course I know. In this role, I can't afford to be oblivious to one of my colleagues sneaking about. And while well-meaning, Arakim is about as stealthy as a glass tail on rice paper. Which brings me to my question. The answer will tip me from maybe to yes or no. Why are you here and not him?
A válasza attól függ, hogy...
Can't answer me. You know Kenrick's temper as well as anyone. How many times did Arakim get punished for daring to step out of line? He has incredible intentions and will do anything to help your people. But you need to build his trust and confidence.
Let me come again to the point. Why you and not Arakim?
Honestly, I don't think he knows how to ask.
It's as simple as him asking me. I am not Stanhild.
No. But you have to prove that to Arik as much as he has to prove himself to you. That was the lesson I learned from Oria. The best leaders are mentors and meet their people halfway. That's what Arik needs from you.
An interesting point. I suppose he did not receive much support. Well, very well. You have my approval. I shall be watching very closely to see how this proceeds. And fair winds. I hope you can find your answers. I just wish Isla were here to help.
Oké, azt ott kinyílt, de én arra nem akarok egyelőre bemenni. De nem ám. Nem akarok lemenni ahhoz a lényhez ott lent. Majd ha arra vezet az utó.
What did we learn about the scries, fellas?
Nothing good, unfortunately.
You know how all enchanted things use woven patterns to achieve their effects, yes? Well, the scries used here for decades were warped. There's no other way to describe them.
Some sort of corruption or decay?
Not exactly. More like elements had fused or connected in different ways than were intended by the enchanter.
I take it that's not normal.
Darm's never seen it. And I asked the High Enchanter, and he had never heard of it either.
Even more worrying is that the Myriad's bloom also behaved strangely while we were trying to distill it. Normally there is a very rote set of steps, but it took Lane and I several
And then we have the Spitfires, acting more aggressive than normal, nesting in odd places. Putting it all together, we're seeing a worrying pattern of unexplained changes.
Ones that would be hard to notice if a certain band hadn't broken through the veil.
Huh. What do we do about it then?
Darm and I have been talking about it and have some ideas. Give us a little bit of time to see if we can come up with a plan.
I'll leave you to it.
You were really moved.
I was told time was of the essence.
Yeah, but you made it look easy. Maybe someday you could give classes to the novice scouts.
I overheard Lane say the same thing, actually. But... oh, it's just running.
Well, you make it look effortless. But when someone's new to it, there's a lot to learn.
I've heard people note that training in the mountain air probably helped.
I've read about that, but... well, not a lot of chances to compare in recent years. But yes, breathing for distance is a skill, as is conserving energy so you have enough left to push when you need it. Darm and I have been running down the mystery of our alchemically odd plants and degraded scries. We've got a working hypothesis, but we're going to need to lean on you again to prove it.
You're right on top of this.
I have been taking notes from my favorite point. She has this habit where she just drags things forward by force of will.
I do, don't I? There's just so much to do. Why ask permission when the next step is right there? What's led you to the hypothesis?
Dom's been digging into the scry and noticed some tiny changes in yours that he's not seen before. Lane used a few leftover petals from the Miriam's bloom to run more tests. You really have an incredibly talented team here.
As long as I don't have to do any more cross-swamp runs, count me in.
Worse, I'm afraid. We think the source of the problem might be the miasma. Dom's theory is that it's slowly affecting the patterns inside the Enclave.
Our enchantments?
Everything. We've never been able to perceive or harvest them, but there's a school of thought that everything alive has a pattern in it. And if that pattern allows us to interact with and control magic, the theory goes that magic might be able to affect us in turn.
You think we're in danger?
Obviously, tangles are inherently dangerous, but that's the question we want to answer. Could they affect the creatures here in more subtle ways? Could too much magic explain the Spitfire's behavior? If so, we have to worry there might be long-term effects.
Spirits. How do we prove it?
You've been collecting resonance for all your time in here, as have our enchanters. That data gives us a baseline. What he needs, then, is a comparison resonance harvested during a miasma from any of the natural beasts. Arcs won't help, alas.
Right. I'll tackle it as soon as I can.
Hey, you.
Really well, like always.
Still reeling a little from the attack, but it forces me to be up all day more often than I should. I should talk to Dom about that, actually.
Dom uses some kind of sleep aid. Lane could help you with that.
Oh, are they the secret weapon? I wondered how Dom does it. I can stay up past noon regularly, but I wear down if I do it too much.
To be fair, I think that's just Dom. Fueled by his love of enchantment and solar in equal measure. The scouts probably appreciate you. You must have a day watch head who fills in when you sleep.
Yes, but I can't resist getting involved when I'll talk to Lane. Maybe they have some extra tricks up their sleeve.
I've been running more tests on the bloom you recovered.
You didn't need it all for Dom's tools?
No, thankfully. We had a number of false starts with the alchemical processes, but we had enough petals even then. It does speak to the issue, though. I tried every control I could think of, and can only conclude that the bloom itself is off.
Could it just have been that one flower?
Perhaps. Either way, it warrants further study. But Arakim's offered to help us collect more, so it won't impact you.
Oké, de így ilyet ezt hogyan harvestoljon, kérem szépen. Na hát, a takra úgy tűnt, mint akinek mindjárt vége van, de még sincsen vége. Hát én azt mondom, gyerekek, hogy akkor ezt hagyjuk legközelebbre. Mert hogy kérem, már késő van, nem? Aztán Aztán lehet, hogy végül tényleg vége lesz. Lehet, hogy elegendő lenne elmenni egy olyan területre, ahol... Mi az más? Clear. Mondjuk ő a legelső volt, ő azért annyira talán nem veszélyes. Te figyelj, én lehet, hogy minden még gyorsan. Hát ha, én megnézzük. Ő a legelső boss volt, úgyhogy... Csak mászkálni kell egy picit rajta.
You get used to it. Just have to use a more gentle touch and feel the way it slides.
Ott jön. Nem, beleugrottunk a kezé. Ilyek vagyunk. Kapaszkodj. Hát lásd. Menjünk a másik oldalára. Megrázza magát, ott megkapaszkodunk. Na, nem jó kapuszka. Azt megkapt ki. Akkor még egy. Mielőtt hozzám érsz, jó? Az előtt húzzad. De most szereztünk egyet. Hogy ez számít-e?
It certainly is disturbing to think an enchantment can warp.
Any sign of our scry reacting like the Heartsider ones?
None, but it might be a matter of time. Who knows what a year or a decade might bring? We'll have to watch closely. Oh, that's rather exciting now I think of it.
Hát pedig baszki, én tudhat. Kitéptem. Ennél jobban nem tudtam volna kitépni belőle a dolgokat. Ráadásul most nincsen sehol mi az mesterről. Jól van. Na legyen jó mindenki, és akkor folyt köv legközelebb.